Hi, I'm Kate Hilder and I'm a co-founder of the Mind Heart Connect Foundation, and I'm pretty excited today to actually be able to introduce you to Caroline Clark, who I met only a couple of weeks ago, but Caroline is offering her assistance with the foundation and is able to join us on Friday the 23rd of November. So Caroline, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll just give you a really quick intro and then I'll flick over to you. So Caroline has been a director of Sacred Heart Mission in Melbourne since 2009 and a volunteer since the early 1990s. She's regularly volunteers for the Sacred Heart Mission's Women's House, as well as playing a key role in many of their initiatives. So when I met Caroline and we were chatting, it was like Caroline really gets what we're about. So I'd love to just pass across to you and get you to share a few insights as to why you're being drawn to be involved with what we're offering through the foundation.
Okay. I have been involved with the mission for well over 25 years, and I have volunteered in other organisations since I was actually a young child. Through my teenage years at university, when I was a lawyer, I used to volunteer at the Fitzroy Legal Service, and so I have seen volunteers in action pretty much my whole life. And I was always incredibly impressed and almost awestruck by people who essentially gave their working lives to dealing with people who needed a helping hand. But what has struck me over time, particularly given the stresses involved in this sort of sector, is how the caregiver is often the missing link. And what I love about the Mind Heart Connect Foundation is that you guys are trying very hard to create a program and to create really effective programs that will champion those that champion the needy. And what worries me in this space is that we see a very high turnover of employees and volunteers. And I know I have worked on the streets with homeless people. I have done outreach at night. I've sat on a kitchen floor in our women's refuge and held a woman in my arms as she's coughing up blood from being kicked in the stomach so many times. There are times when you think, where am I going with this? How am I going to go home and sleep at night, knowing that there are people out there who are not sleeping at night, who cannot sleep at night because they just don't know what's coming around the next corner. And that can eat away at you. And you have to build up a fence to stop that happening. But some people just can't do that. And that fence is slowly broken down. Those chains are slowly broken and they become a link that is broken. And we are losing a huge resource. To find people to work in this space is really hard, Kate, and it's incredibly important that foundations like yours can help to preserve those people, to champion them, to keep them safe, to keep them strong, and to keep the flame alive in their gut, to keep doing this day in, day out, because they are so special and they're absolute gold. And for me, I'm just so interested in your program because you're going to keep them alive, and that's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for those insights. And I think the fact that you know, they are gold and we do need to keep that fire light in them. Having turned very quickly from the Kimberley region just on the weekend and having done a training program there for service providers and seeing the desperate need for these types of trainings really just fills my heart to know that we're offering something quite substantive and it really is time for change. So thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing you on the 23rd.
I'm looking forward to it. Come along, everyone. It's going to be great. Learn how you can help to champion the champions.
That's the one. Thank you. Bye.
See ya.